Hi guys, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XIV Onion Pope YouTube channel. I am here on Dilly Billy, as it is now time for another seasonal event with our Yokai Watch video still on the horizon. I have decided not to do that video, and I am continuing on with our other seasonal events. So I am going to head to Limsa Lominsa to undertake our Moonfire Faire event. And then I scrolled down half of the list. There we go. Off to Limsa at the Aft Castle is where you will start the Moonfire Faire. Starting to get dark out, but let's speak to Mayaru Moyaru. Oh my gosh, look it! It's another onion. We were meant to be together. Oh, and we'll get an inflatable Magraft mount for this. Very cute, very cute. Let's see what we got here. Ahoy, Dilly! Wouldn't you rather be frolicking in the ocean waves than sweltering in the sun-baked Luminson streets? Luckily, the Moonfire Faire is upon us once again. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for the Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea, whether potential petitioner or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Lamine, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, and giant cannons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat, if not for my duties. Get yourself down to Costa del Sol and speak with the Grand Chaperone Ermaga to join the summer fun. Alright, so Costa del Sol we are off to in eastern La Noscia. She looks like Ada Wong and Leon Kennedy had a weird baby. Alright. So now we will head toward... What you'll notice when you get to Costa del Sol, first of all, is how beautiful it is, but second of all, is that there's a gigantic party boat in the middle of the water that is not there, but for a couple of weeks in the summer. So that is where we are headed to right now. So once you get onto this party boat, you cannot fly or mount up, so you're going to get a debuff called Hoofing It, and you cannot get rid of this debuff. You can try, but it won't go away. So we are going to get Earning Your Water Wings. Oh, and, I'll talk to Ermaga and then I'll show you guys around. Ah, Dilly! Mayaru Moyaru roped you in again this year, did he? Always glad to have you on board. The Moonfire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lamine's splendor is spread far and wide, and folk have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Still expecting those who've never so much as smelled a sea breeze to plunge headfirst into the spray? Well, it don't always go to plan. We can't have anything impacting the Guild's reputation, be it injuries, drownings, or boredom. So we've thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like, and we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Pobiano. She's down on the sands below, and I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you the details. So up here is the party boat. So first and foremost, over here you've got the Moonfire Faire Crier, and she tells you about the fair. But we've also got the Moonfire Faire Vendor. You can meet her here, and you can purchase a bunch of different things. So all the stuff down here in Seasonal Miscellany is like fireworks and pinwheels and different items you can use to create in-game effects. And then down here, these are all furnishing, or up here rather, these are all furnishings, including some new rafts that can go outside of your house. So I will show off one of the rafts. I did buy all of the rafts, but they're pretty big, and I have a small house because I'm a small boy. So I will have to just show you how one of them looks. On the party boat, we've got a lot of spots to hang out, so you can sit, doze, stand on any of these. You can take this bridge up here, and then the netting up to a crow's nest type area. And if you look over there, there are some people jumping around. Louis Suaviton is a fantastic name. What are they jumping on, you ask? Why, a jumping puzzle that ends all the way up there. Now, am I getting on the jumping puzzle? No. But you can! And you're just gonna try to make it into one of these from the top. You earn nothing for doing it, except bragging rights. But I encourage you to try it if you like jumping puzzles. Over here on the party boat as well, we have the cannon ride, so you can take a cannon and it'll shoot you out of the ship. You'll do a funny little animation, and then you'll... Oh! Okay, well, then you'll land over here, I guess. I didn't know this was over here. Something new for me. I landed in a little pool. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like this area. No one's over here. And it still has a little bar. You can rest in the Mog Raft. Very cool. Well, it used to be that you would get shot into the water and then you'd land, like, down here, right? And then you can just get into this water current that's right there and it'll shoot you back onto the boat. So I'll do that real fast. Then there's one more game you could play on board other than the jumping puzzle and the cannon. And that would, of course, be to go down the water slide. I'm gonna go green slide. So all you have to do is run into it, and you literally just slide down. Woo! Boosh. And you're in the water again. Then you just swim up to this geyser-looking thing, and it'll shoot you back onto the boat. But let's see what we have going on down here for earning our water wings. Oh, if it isn't Dilly, how lovely to see you. Maga sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. Many of our fairgoers aren't terribly confident around water, you see. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce... our inflatable Mawgraft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself. Spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably in the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? Though, being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the rafts on predetermined course around the shallows. One we ensured was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Wonderful! I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you and we can get the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoy the maiden voyage. Alright, so off I go. on the opposing shore there. Just a little bit of a swim. You be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. These two young ladies here have come all the way from Gridania to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Makote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Perhaps it'll set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her?
Can't do it. Just look at how deep it is. It's like a stone. And I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous wavekin. No, I can't.
Come on, Lo. It'll be all right. We won't stray far from the shore, remember? Look, here's our adventurer escort. I do apologize. She was looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have awoken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her.
I'll protect you no matter what. You will? You do look like you'd take a shark bite to the face without flinching. I have no bones. All right, I'll trust Dilly and ride the Moogle.
I'm heartened to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Evan the word. The mographs are ready and waiting. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead. Dilly, I trust you have our backs.
Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I will do it. The nice adventurer is right here.
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves, Lo? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the posts from rotting, I wonder?
The breeze must feel so nice up there. How different everything is to Gridania. And a crab! I've never seen one like that in the Twelfswood rivers.
Where? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled.
Beds on the beach? Now that sounds more my speed. I could doze right off to the sound of the waves.
Oh. I'm messing up the voices, the characters, for real.
Swimming classes! Oh, how I would love to learn how to swim, as long as we don't go too deep.
Let's do it! Now that we've overcome this, we can do anything together, Lo. Are we supposed to be heading right for that massive ship?
That's the Queen something or other! Oh, Evan, it's amazing!
Welcome, welcome! How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage?
It was wonderful. The feel of the raft swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamine is so imposing up close it took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks to be having such fun playing in the sea.
Honestly, you'd never know she'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thanks for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Following the same route again might get a little stale. Perhaps it would be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think, Lo?
Why, we can do anything you like, Evan. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now, but maybe nothing too adventurous.
That's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise offered different activities, it might keep the guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Dilly? Small handheld water cannons to drench your companion.
Perhaps it would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me for the entire cruise. Come on, Evan. It would be such fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we could offer the water cannons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas?
Some cold treats to snack on?
There are sweets made of ice? That sounds perfect in this heat.
I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways.
Indeed, foodstuffs may not be a good fit for the Watery Wings pleasure cruise, though a refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated, so long as it were not prone to spilling. Any other ideas?
Guide giving information about the local area?
That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania.
Love to learn more about...
I started doing Dilly voice. Love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna, too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience even more relaxing. And it seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas?
It couldn't possibly be any more fun.
Well, that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make an even more pleasant pleasure cruise.
Come on, Evan. Let's go look around the Queen Lamine. Have you seen that giant water slide?
Don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the Queen. Would you mind letting your Maga know how things went? Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. Sounds like those Gridanian lasses had a grand old time. As did you by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here, I've secured an inflatable mog raft for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of Costa del Sol summer with you wherever you go. If I know adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask. Just remember, safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, it seems like word spread fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Wings pleasure cruise. If you've the time and inclination to escort some more guests, the help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old mog raft for a spin myself and admire the Queen from a more intimate angle. Ha ha! Alright, we have the Summertime Drifter achievement. 10 points. And we have an item in our inventory, the inflatable mog raft. So when we use that, we get a mount. So I can't actually mount up on the ship, so give me one moment. And Dilly's fine, don't worry about him. So I'm just gonna hit the mog raft right now. So this is the mog raft. I am adorable on it. It is now pouring rain, of course, because it's always pouring rain in my videos. I wish that I wasn't floating on the water. Like, I feel like it should be in the water, but whatever. So this is the mog raft in deep water. This is going to be the mog raft on land, which is just a continued float, and then flying is just flying. So there isn't too much going on here, just a mog raft.
Let me see if I have anything else I can get now from the vendor, but I don't believe I can. Nope. Alright, so, I think overall, it's feedback time. Get in there, Dill. Okay, so in terms of the actual event, I think, I should be able to water float in here. Yeah. So in terms of the actual event, I am a big fan of the party boat and having all the activities here, especially the jump puzzle for people to do. I think it's a place people like to hang out, and I wish it was here all the time, so I have no complaints about the party boat. I like the questline this year. There was very little to do, but I think with how popular this event is, they have to go really generic with it, because people that want the summer stuff, the Moonfire Faire stuff, are less content focused than the ones who would do all the fate grinding for the yokai and things like that. So there are going to be the content grinders that'll do the other ones just to have done them. But something like this is easy, it's quick, and it allows the people to get their mount, feel like they're part of the event, and then hang out on the party boat, which is what a lot of, like, the role players and the people that don't really do content are looking for out of an event like this. I think with how involved the yokai event is as well, it timed out properly, because I wouldn't have wanted to do another heavily involved seasonal event while I'm still trying to figure out how to do the Yokai Watch video. So, yeah, I think overall it's a win. It's not the most engaging of content, but it's still content. It's fun. You get a cute Mograft out of it, so I can't really complain about what we were given. I think this whole area is freaking adorable. I like coming here with my friends. Some of my venues that I work at do special openings at the beach party. And then they added this year this, like, platform over there. So, like, it's like right here. And then, oh! Do I have to go? There we go. Alright, so I have successfully made it across. These people are doing something nasty over there. And let me take a thumbnail in the pouring rain while it's dark outside, so that you guys can... Oh my gosh! How cute is that? Godbert's on a date with Mom, Manderville Mom, who's, I can't remember her name, Jalen or something. Oh geez, I'm gonna get so beat up in the comments about that. That's cute though. Alright, let me thumbnail it up. I can't thumbnail it up like this. I can't thumbnail it up in these conditions. Oh my god. I kind of... I'll come back. Well, I'll take a thumbnail when I come back. Let's go to my house and look at the last piece of the puzzle, which is the inflatables that you can purchase from that vendor I showed you. So I am now at my home. It is in the Mist Ward 23, Plot 10 on Famfrit, in case anybody wants to come by, but I have a little kiddie pool area, so what I did was I just bought the Mograft and I placed it right here. Unfortunately, it is not a dyeable item. so I had to place it as it is. I couldn't dye it orange to match my kiddie pool or anything like that. But I also, in my housing inventory, do have the other Mog rafts. So the Lawn Chocobo raft, which, let me put this in my storeroom. So the Lawn Chocobo raft, which looks like this, which is just a chocobo. And then our friend the Lawn Bomb raft, which looks like this. It's a little angry. I think it's cool. But if I'm gonna put one outside my house, I feel like it needs to be the Moogle. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that item out here once again. Just need to rotate her a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what they do. They don't, they could go in bodies of water, but not this one, because this one's too small. But, like the flat big pools that you can lay down in your yard and stuff, I'm sure it'll just go right on top of that. But, overall, that's the content. That's the Moonfire Faire. So thank you, everyone. Dilly, can you look at the camera? Hey, Dill. I guess we'll do it from right here. Thank you, everyone, so much for hanging out with me today. I have been the Onion Pope. We had a brief escapade doing the Moonfire Faire seasonal event, and I will see you next video, probably a Ludwig MSQ video, and then the Yokai video will be the week after that. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. Please leave in the comments what you thought of the Moonfire Faire event this year. And also tell me, I don't know, your favorite color. Do you like swimming? Do you know how to swim? Is the country you are in landlocked? Good talk, everyone. Bye!